Hi guys, Astrocass here, back with a little astrology update. This one is for the transits for April, and this is for my Taurus risings out there, so let's jump into it. So the sun starts off transiting your Aries 12th house, so this is just where you're shining and people are noticing, how well you're doing, or it's an area where you're really just focusing your ego, your vitality, your attention. So with the sun in your 12th house, this is all about, needing to recharge your energy, your vitality. You might be working behind the scenes. You might be doing a lot of work where you're not really getting recognized or noticed as such, or, maybe for your mental health and just for your overall energy levels, you're having to rest and recuperate and take a step back because the sun is our vitality as well. And in some cases, the sun transiting through the 12th house can be, as I said, working behind the scenes, but it can also be travel or moving. So sometimes those things can come up. On the 21st, it'll move into your Taurus first house. So what this is going to mean is that you're really shining in that area. People are really taking notice of that. So first house is your physical appearance, your self-identity, your branding, it's your physical body. So you will get an energy boost with the sun going through that first house. You'll be attracting people with your joy, your vibrancy, your vitality, and just looking really happy and joyful. It can be a really great transit. It does depend on your natal chart. All of these transits can be, really good, or they can be a little bit more difficult depending on your natal chart. So if you're interested in looking into that further, definitely book a reading with me. I'll put my information below. Mercury, the planet of communication, learning and news, it's in your Aries 12th house. And so this is just meaning that there might be a lot of time where you're spending by yourself in isolation or withdrawal, just thinking, planning things, or maybe you're just communicating a lot more behind the scenes, doing things away from other people. Again, this house can be a house of institutions like hospitals, prisons. It can be like about your mental health and those sorts of things as well. So there can be news about these areas or information there, or just a lot of communication and thoughts on that area. On the 12th, it'll move into your Taurus first house. So this is when you might be thinking a lot more about your appearance, things that you want to change, things that are going really well, or your identity. Who am I? Where do I belong? What's working for me, what's not. Can be a lot more communication about your self-identity and who you are. Mercury will give you your physical body a bit of a boost with a lot of energy, where you're quick thinking and here and there and communicating a lot more to people. So they'll definitely notice that you're thinking, talking a little bit more. And you might even get some news about your physical body if people have had, any appearance changes. So if they change their style, or, even if they've had an injury or something like that, they might get some news about some of those sorts of things, anything to do with the physical body. Venus, the planet of love, romance, and money, is in your Aquarius 10th house. So this is just meaning that you're really enjoying your career and your reputation. And Venus is a bit of beauty and pleasure as well, so you're really enjoying that area, or people are really noticing, how beautiful you are in the workplace, or how, how much enjoyment and pleasure you're having with your job and your career. In regards to your reputation, it's a great transit. It could be a good time where, things can blow up on social media for you, or, if you've got public appearances and stuff like that you need to go to, that you can be appearing more beautiful to other people, or attractive. And on the 6th, Venus will then move into your Pisces 11th house. So when Venus moves through to that 11th house, you're really just going to be enjoying time with your friends, the groups that you're a part of, your community. You might be spending more money with your friends, going out for dinner, or on hobbies, those sorts of things. So yeah, Venus is our pleasure, relationships, and money. So yeah, you'll be spending a lot more time with friends. You might even meet a significant other with that transit if you're single. Can be a great time for that. Again, it does depend on your chart as well. And then we've got Mars, the planet of action, passion, war, and aggression. It's what we're fighting for and fighting with. That's in your Aquarius 10th house. So again, you're putting a lot of energy and focus into that 10th house of career and reputation. You're really putting a lot of passion and energy there that people can see and notice. It can also be sometimes conflict or disagreements in the workplace with bosses, or if you're a boss, it can be like conflict to do with your company, arguments or something like that happening in the workplace, or maybe some negative feedback about your reputation. Again, Mars, any planet has, you know, higher and lower expressions of their energy, so it depends on your chart. And also we've always got freedom and free will. The planets and the transits give us the information about the energies that are out there. What we do with that is totally up to us, but it's definitely giving us information about the tension and how we might be feeling and what we can do about it. Also important to note that we have a once in a lifetime Neptune conjunct Jupiter transit happening in your Pisces 11th house. This is occurring on the 11th of April in Australian time, so like Sydney, Melbourne-ish time. What this is meaning for a lot of people is a lot of like spiritual downloads, intuition. It's you know, it's going to be a beautiful, abundant transit for most people. In your 11th house, this conjunction can bring you a lot of luck and abundance in regards to your friendships, your groups that you're a part of, and the community. Again, it does depend what aspects it's making to your natal planet, so definitely if you want a natal chart reading, definitely reach out. But generally this conjunction will be really powerful because Jupiter and Neptune both are the co-rulers of Pisces. So Neptune's the more modern ruler and Jupiter's the more traditional ruler of Pisces, so it's very powerful energy with this conjunction. As I said, it's a once in a lifetime transit because Neptune takes quite a long time to orbit through the whole zodiac sign, and Jupiter takes like 12 years, where Neptune takes quite a long time. So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for everybody to see that and get that energy. Then we've got a new moon on the 1st of April. This is occurring in your Aries 12th house at 5:24 p.m. in Australian time at 11 degrees, almost 12 degrees. So new moons are all about beginnings, a great time for manifesting, setting some goals and intentions. And this is going to be about those 12th house topics that I discussed before. So, you know, spending time with your spiritual self. So it's all about spirituality, transcendence. It's all about isolation, withdrawal, institutions like hospitals and those sorts of things. It can be a new beginning for you working behind the scenes or possibly moving. It all just depends on the other transits and those sorts of things. But you'll notice some changes over the next 3 to 6 months with this new moon about what's happening there for you. You then have a full moon on April 17th in your Libra 6 house, and this is happening at 4:55 a.m. in Australian time at roughly 27 degrees. So full moons are endings and completions. In your 6th house, this is going to be about co-workers, pets, your daily routines. So your daily routines are things like, you know, your housework, you know, the things that you do every single day. It's also your health and fitness, and it's also basically your health, fitness, pets, co-workers, but it's the daily tasks and duties that you do at work as well. So all of those things fall into that 6th house. So with a full moon, you can expect some endings around those topics. But definitely check out when the last Libra new moon was, because that would have kick-started some of these events and topics off. And then this full moon is going to be bringing it all to a completion, or bringing some kind of ending to those things that were kind of popping up back then. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Bye.